6 Music.
Today from 4, Steve Lamack. At 1, Namone. Right now, Iain Lee in for George Lamb.
Ready? 1. You will do this 4 times with the left, 4 with the right, then 8 times with both, then repeat. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello, yes, this is Iain Lee, filling in for George Lamb. Where is George this week? Is he having his brain washed after 3 weeks of Big Brother? Is that what's going on?
He's working.
Oh, he's working. Oh, is he? Oh, I say, what a lovely delight. Well, he doesn't think much of you, dear listener, does he? But I do, because I've bothered to turn up. This is Iain Lee, filling in for George Lamb on 6 Music. We've got Mylene Class coming up at 11 o'clock. Sounds exciting for me, but she's not coming into the studio, which is not so exciting. But I'm sure she's delightful, so we'll have fun with that. Also, we'll be asking what's in your bag, what gets you angry, and what's the most tiredest that you've ever been. All of that after some songs. Oh, nearly got it right there. Almost. Give me an hour or so to get up to speed. Thank you. What an angry young lady she is. Isn't she angry? All that screaming and stuff, what's that all about, for goodness sakes? Hello, good morning, calm down, don't retune your radios just yet. This is Iain Lee, filling in for George Lamb, who's bunking off. But it doesn't matter, we can still... I had a lady come up to me the other night and said, oh, you were very good filling in for George, are you doing it again? I went, I'm doing it on Monday. She went, oh, I'm busy then. So that's a shame. She won't be listening, but never mind. Hopefully you are. I've got Ellie in the studio. Good morning, Ellie.
Good morning.
Yes. We've got Claire. It's Claire, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say Chris, but Chris is the young gentleman who's working out there, isn't he? Is that his name, Chris?
Yes.
He seems like a nice fella. He gets tea and stuff first, does he? What a wonderful establishment the BBC is, that there's a gentleman here just to get us tea and do whatever we bid of him. So, that lady was angry. To be honest, I got the tube in this morning, and I haven't got the tube in rush hour for a very long time. And it's horrible, isn't it? Isn't it horrible? I was getting there were some reasons, but I was getting so angry with all of the people around me just because they were, like, breathing and stuff. And I got angry with one guy because he just said, could you move down a little bit, please? And he was very polite and everything. I was like, oh, go on, jeez, how dare you? So I got very angry for no reason, and I consider myself a vaguely intelligent gentleman, so I was trying to rationalise and think through why I was getting angry. There's no reason for it. It's just human instinct that got me angry. So what I want to know many things today. Your input is required and essential, otherwise this show's gonna... Why is there a strawberry in a pan there? Was that Sean's detritus? Sean Keevan, the muckiest man in radio. I had to tidy up when he came in there. There's a bacon roll as well. So what I want to know, and you can email on... my very own email address here I've got at 6 Music, george.6music@bbc.co.uk. You've not quite got your feet under the table if you're using another man's email address, but I'm fine with that. george.6music@bbc.co.uk, or you can text 64046. The small things that done get you angry. Just the small things where you find yourself getting very, very angry. And if you take a step back from it, you think, well, do you know what? Actually, there's no reason for that. Let's see, who's going to be the first person to text in saying, I get angry when you're filling in for George? There'll be someone doing that. So you can email george.6music@bbc.co.uk. You can text 64046, the small things that get you angry. And also, I want to know, I've only had 4 hours sleep, and I'm 35 now, and having 4 hours sleep is not good for a man of my age. I can't handle it. I'm knackered. If we played like a song by Yes or something very long, I'd fall asleep. We're not playing any Yes, are we? Playing Close to the Edge? We're not doing that today. It's a shame. So also, when is the tiredest you have ever been in your life? See, I can barely string a sentence together. That's how exhausted I am. The show will be good. Oh, I'll give it my best shot. Don't you worry about that. I've got to. So those are the two things. 64046 is the text number. george.6music@bbc.co.uk is the email address. What's the tiredest you've ever been? And what are the small, tiny, irrational things that get you completely angry? We'll read those out after Sugar. What a lovely name. I think I'm just an angry person. I think I was just discussing with Ellie that you say you get quite angry,
yeah.
Ellie, from time to time. But you look so timid. And what was that? Was that your leg? Have you got a squeaky leg? Unbelievable. You look so timid. Do you kick off, do you?
Oh, yeah.
You can be nasty?
Yeah.
What gets you angry?
I can't. Anything, nothing.
That's the answer of a mental woman. Anything, nothing.
I know.
I like what you're not saying racism, social injustice. No, just anything, nothing. That's what does it. Does anything get you angry? You seem very laid back. I can't believe that you would ever kick off under any circumstance whatsoever. See, look how chilled you're being here. This is the most laid back I've ever seen anybody in my life.
Come back to me in 5 minutes.
All right.
I'll think about what really gets me.
I was having a row at the weekend with the man from the HSBC on the phone, and I was having a proper row, and I was getting more. Actually, you'll do this. And halfway through it just dawned on me. Oh, he's right, this fella. I'm being a complete idiot, and he is completely in the right. And so do you know how I resolved that situation? Didn't apologise, didn't say sorry, didn't bow down. I hung up on him. Now, that's terrible behaviour, isn't it? There's something wrong there. 64046, what gets you angry? And how do you get out of it? You know, maybe I need lessons. How do you get out of the situation when you're in the wrong like that? 64046, george.6music@bbc.co.uk. You can also use that email address if you want to start sending in your questions for Mylene Class, who's coming in at 11 to talk about Mylene Class, we think. Well, no one's quite sure. It'd be very delightful. I'm a big fan of her work, but she's coming in on the phone to talk about her. So if you've got anything you want to ask her, then, let us know. george.6music@bbc.co.uk. Here's another song. Thank you.
BBC Six Music, Iain Lee.
Smooth sounds of jazz. Iain Lee filling in for George Lamb. I've made a schoolboy error. I've fired off 2 topics. We've got people texting about being the most tiredest, which is good, and people being angry. Let's concentrate on the angry for the moment. We'll go to the most tiredest in a little bit. You can keep emailing in george.6music@bbc.co.uk. Text 64046. And if you email in and you want to come on the telephone, then email your telephone number, and if we think you're interesting, we may call you back. This is good. What gets you angry from Mel? Iain, I have a very strong emotive language in this text, so everyone be ready. I have a mental breakdown at people who stand at the top of escalators and outside shop doorways deciding which way to go. Idiots. The people behind topple like dominoes. Mel's proper angry. I'm assuming it's a lady Mel. I don't know. It could be a gentleman Mel, but I'm assuming it's like Jacques. Now, this is not a real name, is it? Jacques Rambuteau. Is that...
That's a great name.
Jacques, if it's a real name, hats off to you. If you've made it up, double hats off to you, because well done. This is brilliant. It makes me angry to see an attractive woman with an ugly man. I know that feeling. That sense of, that's not fair. I'm an unattractive man. I should be with a beautiful woman. Oh, well, I am with a beautiful woman, in case my missus is listening, in which case I'm probably in trouble now. Ellie says, I get irrationally angry when I'm being told what to do, even if I've voluntarily gone on a lesson. It was very tricky when learning to drive. I'm the same. Being told what to do. Oh, man. We'll do one more, then we'll stop talking. Mike in Teesside says, I get... It turns out I thought the Six Music listeners were all quite sane and focused. They're all bonkers. I get angry when people call bacon butties bacon rolls. It's shocking, says Mike in Teesside. 64046 is the text. george.6music@bbc.co.uk. More of your texts and emails after this.
BBC Six Music, Iain Lee.
Woke up, I had the same clothes on.
It turns out you're all very, very angry people out there, which is good to know. I'm going to read one more before we go to the news, because this is brilliant, this. I have no idea who this is from, but eyelash adverts make me seethe. We think he means like mascara, yes. Eyelash adverts make me seethe. False lashes used. So much so, I now read the small print for fun. This is what I'm like. And I say, aha, a lot, while my wife rolls her eyes. Yes. I'm very similar. I'm always commenting on adverts to the point where my girlfriend's like, it's just an advert, Iain. Just get over it, for goodness sakes. can keep texting in 64046 or email george.sixmusic@bbc.co.uk. But now it's time for the BBC Six Music News.
On digital radio and online. BBC Six Music.
Sky backs Beeb over Gaza appeal. Mortgage approvals go up and Murray's Aussie Open dreams over.
And in Six Music News, Sonic Youth's Festival Revelation, Lily Allen speaks about the fear, and a government update on internet piracy.
Six Music.
BBC News at 10:30. I'm Catherine Cracknell.
Right, that's Tori Amos for the person who sent in the text saying, "Can you please name check the songs that you're playing so I don't have to keep running to the DAB radio to read the screen?" Well, the fact you've used the word name check means that's the only time I'm ever going to do that now, just to spite you. It's good to be running back and forth to the DAB, and I need to buy a new DAB because I've got one by the bed, and it's a CD player as well. But to get the CD player to work, you have to turn it upside down. I know it's weird. Otherwise, the CD doesn't catch. So you're in bed, and it's a big chunky one. You've got to turn it upside down for it to catch, and then you've got to turn it over very gently. Otherwise, if it skips, then you've got to do it all over again. It's a pain. That's what gets me angry. Is rubbish old DAB players with the CD thing. Have you anything got you angry yet, Claire? You still being nice and chilled? You still?
People who leave toast remnants in the butter.
You don't like that?
No.
But that's good for you. That means you're getting bonus toast. You're getting extra food for the price of nothing.
It's messy.
Hey, Danny Wallace has just walked past. Is Danny Wallace on the radio later on today in this building?
At the weekend.
He's at the weekend? Oh, I love Danny Wallace. He's a good-looking man, isn't he? He must be rich because he wrote the Yes Man, didn't he? He must be rich now. Can we? So, Ellie, just go and ask him if we can have a fiver. Just say, look, you wrote the Yes Man. Can we have a fiver, please? It wouldn't mean any. He could probably pay off my mortgage now, and it wouldn't mean anything to him. Still dresses like a homeless though. Anyway, the things that get you angry. Hi guys. I get really angry with people in shops who serve you but carry on with their conversations, says Simon. That's rude, isn't it? Or whether some shops you go into and the people are on the telephone while they're serving you. And you just think, well, no, hang on a minute. I'm buying things from you here. Put the phone down and talk to me. Now, listen to Justin. I think we should all boo and hiss Justin collectively. I get angry when my dinner ain't on the table when I get home. It's inbred into women, so it should be easy. Well, first of all, he doesn't understand the word inbred. He's got that. He's got that wrong. Come on, Justin. It's 2009, for goodness sakes. Okay, we did. Yes, we're doing tired as well. What's the most tiredest you've ever been? I've had 4 hours sleep last night. I'm not showing off or anything. I was working. I wasn't out. I'm not the hardcore massive. My days of having it large are long behind me. So I'm just. It was one of those things. I was coming home, and I couldn't find my car keys, so that meant I was another 5 minutes there. And then I had to park like about a mile away from the flat because there was nowhere to park. So I parked. Got back to the flat, got in, took the coat off, took the shoes off, was going to have a sandwich and go to bed, and I thought, I've left my phone in the car. Left my phone in the car, on the leg, so I had to go back on. I had to go, this is like 2 o'clock in the morning, I had to go all the way back to the car, pick up the phone, come back. That got me angry. But Matt is tired. Matt says, I stayed up late revising for an exam last week and thought it was getting late when my housemates got up and started getting ready for work and I was still awake from the night before. Hang on, it was a 3-hour-long exam on concrete. There is no such an exam on concrete.
Shall we ask him?
Is he available?
Yeah, let's give him a...
Get Matt Chef. I'm guessing that means he's in Sheffield, or maybe his name is Chef. I don't know. Get him on the phone. I can't... An exam on concrete. What's there to... You just mix it with water, stir it, and that's it. Isn't it? We'll speak to Matt. This'll keep them listening. Forget the fact that Myling class is coming up after 11. We've got a bloke called Matt talking about concrete coming up. It don't get much better than that, I'm afraid. Sing Hosannas, the country, because you two are back. I've missed you two. I'm not a fan of these, but it's good to know that you two are there, isn't it? That they're always there. And their new album is called No Line on the Horizon. It's not the best title, to be honest. They could have got a better title, but it's good. It's comforting to know that those old men are just going to keep rocking forever, and they are. But that rocked, didn't it? It's not, it's a fact, but that rocked. and it's good to know that they're there rocking for the people. That's us. Anyway, let's quickly go to... yes, is that Matt?
Hiya.
Hello, Matt. Matt, now, are you tired now, Matt?
I shouldn't really be, but I've got another exam coming up, so I'm doing work for that at the moment.
You've got another exam coming up. Is it another concrete exam?
Yeah, it is, actually.
You're doing more than one exam about concrete! How many concrete exams do you do?
I've got 2 concrete exams and 1 on sewage.
Oh, man. What? Okay, the sewage I can sort of understand, because I guess there's things like about drainage of sewage and potential uses for sewage. Is that correct, or am I just saying words?
No, that's the kind of stuff, and getting all the bad stuff out of water and then pumping it back
bad
into
stuff
rivers
out of water. What do you need to study for the... Give me a question from the concrete exam. Come on.
Tell me about the Feldman-Sereda model and how it works and how much water and how it's entrained in concrete.
Just give me a second. Oh, dearie me. But how can you... Surely all you need to know about concrete is, right, you mix it with a bit of water, you've got to keep it moving, ideally at an angle of 45 degrees, and Bob's your uncle.
Oh, no, I'm not complicated than that.
It's a bit more sophisticated. What course are you doing, Matt, that would require such intense knowledge of concrete?
Civil engineering.
Oh, civil engineer. He's a civil engineer. I don't know what that means. I know the phrase. It's like a chartered accountant. I don't know what the chartered bit means. Any ideas?
Yeah.
Well, Matt, listen, it's been real fun talking to you.
Cheers.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Wow, what a nice boy. I feel sorry for him. I don't know why I feel sorry for him. I'm sure he's perfectly really patronising of me. I'm sure he's perfectly happy in his life, but I just feel I want to mother him, and he can do better than concrete exams, can't he? Well, if you're studying a concrete exam today, let's, fingers crossed. Best of luck. I'm going to read one more text and we'll play... it's Jimi Hendrix. What gets you angry? This is brilliant, and I agree with this, Peter, to the point where if people do this, I refuse to have them as my friends. I cannot bear people who use the vile abbreviation LOL. What does it actually mean? It's laugh out loud or lots of laughs? It's just vague. It's not specific. Just type in... That's fun. It makes me actually want to vomit. Thank you for that, Pete. 64046, george.sixmusic@bbc.co.uk is the email address. Myling class is coming up in about 12 minutes. Very exciting. We've already had one question about her hair coming in. How does she keep it so shiny and full of body? If you'd like to ask her... I'm actually going to ask her that question as well. If you've got any questions for Myling, now's the time to send them in. Here's Jimi Hendrix. Oh, it starts off quiet. A lot of these songs start off quiet, don't they? Should be a warning. Oh, it's getting loud now. Disappointingly, it's an Ipsnay on the Cashnay. I asked Danny Wallace for the £5. He told me to get knotted. Can you imagine that? He seems like such a nice boy with all his books and all. But it turns out in real life, in the cold, harsh light of day, he's a very, very tight man. Was he filling in for Adam and Joe this weekend, is he?
Yes.
I shall make a point of not listening to that. For goodness sakes. How dare he? What's this? Will is in Glasgow. We've got lots of. There's another one from... I've got one from Gavin Edinburgh. We'll do the one from Will first of all. For being tired, Ian, when studying, I once fell asleep standing up waiting for a bus. No, you can't fall asleep standing up, can you? I fell forward and woke up just as I stumbled into the path of the arriving bus. Luckily, it didn't hit me. I got several seats all to myself as the other passengers thought I was drunk. I'd been up for 46 hours straight working in the studio. Will, come on now. Yeah, I suspect you were drunk, sir. 46... No, well, here's another question. What's the longest you've ever been awake? Can anyone beat 46 hours? Ellie, what's the longest you've ever been awake without any kind of stimulation?
41.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
University computer science degree.
But what... Ooh, I think you're a bit of a boffin, are you? A bit of a little bit of computer geek. What? How? Why? What, you were doing an exam or something?
I was trying to do a car in 3D.
Wow, do you know, I don't think I'd ever heard those words put together in this. I was trying to do a car in 3D.
Yeah.
41 hours.
Yeah. I went out afterwards to celebrate.
Was there a lot of caffeine?
Yeah, a lot of caffeine.
Bit of Pro Plus?
Probably Red Bull.
Yeah, Red Bull. Oh, dearie me. It was what's the longest I've stayed up without any form of stimulation? Well, probably 30 hours or something? That's nothing, is it? Claire?
About 41. 41. See you win, Ellen.
Jeez, you're like that. This is the hardcore massive I'm working with. Gav is very angry. Gav in Edinburgh. What an angry man. Some things that are... where was he written here? Number one, people who use the response to any dispute, jog on. Jog on? Yeah. Queue jumping grannies in front of your newsagents buying £20 worth of lottery tickets when you came in for a packet of gum. I've been getting the bus a lot recently, and it turns out we don't queue for buses in this country anymore. We queue for buses, and then when the best bus comes, we just get a mad rush for it. I thought that's what we used to do in Britain. And finally, there's a slow-moving herd of Ugg boot-wearing students with massive handbags blocking the pavements when I'm going to work. Move it, I've got a job to go to, says Gav. He's a very, very angry man indeed. OK, we'll put the... You can send in more of those, and if we get any good ones, we shall read them out. But we're going to talk to Mylene Class in a minute, which I'm very excited. I can't remember if I've spoken to her before or not. I've got a feeling I have.
That could be awkward.
Well, it could be awkward. No, I'm not saying... No, it could be. It could be very, very awkward. So if you've got any questions for her, then do email in george.sixmusic@bbc.co.uk or send in the text 64046. What are you doing there? Oh, you're going to press this? OK, well, I'm being instructed to press this button, so let's see what it does.
Six Music all-time sessions. Direct from the vaults of the Six Music Hub.
Oh, it did that. It's Primal Scream. I'm sorry to fade you down, gentlemen, but we got Mylene Class and I've got to play another record, so it's all a bit busy. That was a hub session for Gideon Co. way back in the year of 2006. You remember 2006? We all had money back in them days. Mylene Class coming up after this.
BBC. Six Music. On digital. Online. BBC Six Music.
Always a shame to fade down the Fleet Foxes, but there's something far more important and exciting is happening. If I put up this fader here, then somewhere in a room, somewhere in the world, we're not allowed to know where, top secret location, it could all kick off. It's Mylene Class, good morning.
Hello, I'm actually behind you.
Don't. Listen, since we mentioned you were coming on, we've had I'm sure you get this all the time, we've had lots of sleazy texts and emails from our listeners.
Really?
Yes.
I think I'm usually well shielded from those. Send me the more salacious ones.
Well, I'm going to read this one's slightly sleazy, but it's an affectionate sleazy. I'm not going to read the dirty ones.
Okay, then.
But Paul in Peckham says, Mylene Class is so pretty nowadays, it hurts to look at her.
Oh, my God, that's very nice.
It is a nice one, isn't it?
I think he means well, yeah?
I think so. That's why we were analysing it, and we think it's a nice... I mean, obviously you want to meet this guy. He's obviously a lunatic, but... we think he means nice. And
I think he means well.
Mylene,
Thank you very much. Is it Paul from Peckham?
Don't say his name. That's now going to be his ringtone, and it's going to be on a permanent loop in his bedroom. But Mylene, you are so much prettier than you were 5 years ago. What the hell is going on with you? Have you signed a deal with the devil or something, woman? What's going on?
Oh my God, it's very nice of you to say that. I wouldn't say I necessarily feel that way, but I get a lot of help these days. What can I say?
Okay, help from Eamon Holmes I saw on a bike with Eamon Holmes the other day.
Eamon Holmes, I'm telling you what, he put me to shame. He could have done another 3 miles and I was flagging. He has good stamina.
I bet he has. He doesn't look like it, but though I bet he's pretty fit.
I think he is, you know. I think it's all a bit of a facade.
You're fit.
Don't know about it.
Anyway, so listen, right, one of my favourite shows, 10 Years Younger, you're doing it now.
I am,
How did you get that gig?
I just got a phone call. They asked would I like to be a part of it. I said, yes, please, and there we go.
You didn't bump the other lady off, did you?
I certainly did not.
Okay.
I'm all for girl power and the sisterhood. Some mightn't be so strong on that tagline, but I'm very much so.
Now, listen, I was like many of the great programmes. Come Dine With Me, by the way. If you've never seen have you ever watched Come Dine With Me?
I have, because Leslie Joseph and I worked together. I thought she was brilliant.
Isn't it? I know. We'll talk about your show in a second. Isn't it the best programme in the? I was a late comer to that. It's fantastic.
It is
5 people
funny.
throw a dinner party, and they all go around to each other's houses every night of the week and entertain each other. The point I'm trying to make, getting back to you, is I was a late comer to that because I thought it sounded rubbish. Turns out it was brilliant. 10 Years Younger, I thought, to be honest, makeover programme, it's not my cup of tea. It's going to be tosh. And then I started watching it. Oh, it's nasty, isn't it? The face peeling and all of that?
Ah, right, okay. Well, they do say beauty is pain, and those bits are, very painful. But we also have a non-surgery section where basically there's a bit of a twist to the show. Yes. So rather than just extremely changing one person's looks, we have two people now, and they say you can lose the most years. So that bit is a little bit of fun. Okay. But some of them try the surgery route and some of them go the non-surgery route. And I'm telling you, it really does work. Acupuncture, immediate facelift.
Really?
Absolutely.
The thing that always upsetted me, are you still seeing the dentist person in the show?
Yeah, and do you know what? For me, I think being a dentist and being a chiropodist, they are both, I think they're equally the hardest jobs in the world, because if it's all going swimmingly, it's great. But if you've got to fix things up, it must be petrifying.
I see a chiropodist. I tell you, I'll say it on the radio, I've got terrible verrucas. Terrible. Don't ever share my shower again with me, Miley. I have a lovely lady who, I can't remember, Marcella is her name, and she's delightful, and she's lovely and charming and beautiful, and you think, you're just scraping the dead skin off manky feet.
Why did you choose this?
You could have been a proper doctor if you'd wanted. But the teeth thing on 10 Years Younger is... Because some of them have just got like a stump in there.
Oh, my God. There was one woman, and it's actually quite petrifying, who drank so many cans of Coke, they just took all the teeth out. They thought that was easier. And, apparently, this is my one thing that I've learned more than anything else, it's all about teeth and hair. Teeth and hair.
Teeth and hair?
That can take years off you, apparently.
Do you ever turn up... I'm assuming you've recorded the series, have you?
I have. It's on the first series, yeah.
So, do you ever, turn up to someone, and let's be honest, some of them are pretty ugly. I know you can't say that.
You can't say that.
You can't say that, but some of them are. Do you ever turn up and they just go... They've made it worse. They've sent a really beautiful woman over here. That's just rubbing it in.
No, I have to sit 3 hours in makeup and hair, and and I've got a lot of help. I just signed, up to Pan 10, and I've got a lot of help with my hair as well.
You've just answered the question. We did have a question. How do you get your hair looking so shiny? Well, you've got the plug-in. Well done. Good work there.
I've got to pay for the Pampers, but I'm very lucky in that respect. But I've got people that look after me there, and it's just about, you know what? There's so many of these programs out there, and they drive me insane, because it's almost like they bully people into saying, right, you have to wear this outfit, and how could you not have looked after your hair and your teeth and your skin, and you should have known that everybody knows that all these vices and sitting out in the sun and chocolate and God knows what else isn't good and necessarily in great quantities, but you don't need to be, told that again.
Hey, I hear that Trini and Susanna may or may not have been dropped by the ITV. That's the rumour going around there. So you listen, you're onto a good thing. Miley, listen, we're going to let you go, because when does the show start, please? Let's get
February the 5th.
February the 5th.
Bring a cushion, because there are some bits that you're going to need a cushion. It's quite squeamish.
What? Why? I don't actually want to know. Listen, can I ask you the question? Can I ask you the question that's on everyone's lips?
Okay.
When are Hearsay going to get back together, Mylene?
I knew you were desperate to know.
Come on, please.
Any day now. Any day now.
Listen, we look forward to it. Miley, thank you so much. Best luck with the series. Hope it goes well.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Bye-bye. There we go. What a delightful young lady she is. Oh, I've got to ask her about the bags. We're going to do that. Nuts. Never mind. I was slightly hypnotised by her sexy voice. Let's play a record and we'll just think about that, shall we? So I thought we'd reached a point in human evolution where, blokes are allowed to carry bags, but I've been getting a lot of flack for carrying a bag today. I thought you were allowed to do that in 2009. I thought that was it, man. And my bag's from the Gap. Look, it's nice and everything. What's wrong with that? Huh? There's nothing wrong with that. It's full of junk, though, I tell you that. Well, this is where it... Ow, what was that? This is where it gets started once and for all, dear listener. The man bag, yay or nay? 64046. Text in your answers, and by the end of the show, we will know definitively whether it's a yay or a nay. If you're a gentleman that's got one, come on. I'm surprised that this is even being... Anyway, I'm surprised that... Look at your face full of glee, because there's a man with a bag. What am I supposed to do? Use my pocket? Oh, use my pockets, I suppose, couldn't I? But then the thing is, these days, back in the 80s, yes, you could use pockets because we didn't have anything to carry. A wallet, some keys, and a comb. That's all you needed back in the 80s. 2009, iPods, other stuff. We'll go through my bag later on, and I will show you there is not one thing in there that I do not... That is... I require every item that I'm carrying around with me. Yes, it weighs a ton. Of course it weighs a ton. But I need it. What's in your bag then, Ellie? What's in your bag?
Shall I have a look?
Let's have a look live. This is Six Music you're listening to live. Ellie is going to be going through her bag.
Got a nail file.
You don't need a bag for a nail file. That's tiny.
Got my passport, just in case.
I've got my passport in my bag as well. How funny is that?
I've got a pair.
Ain't that the truth? And there it is. I can see. No, I can see. It's delicious. Yeah. So, but okay, but it's a big bag for. If girls carry bags, how come when they're out with boys, could you put this in your pocket? Oh, it's always, could you put this in your pocket? No. My girlfriend is always, put this in your pocket. Right? No, you've got a bag and you've got pockets. Yeah, but it ruins the line.
The shape of the bag.
Ruins the shape. Well, no, I'm not putting your purse, your keys, and your phone in my pocket. So it means my trousers are then being weighed down. Claire, what's in your bag?
Okay, so look.
Oh, look at that. That's
a good bag, isn't
it? Well, I was going to say a tarty bag. Do you know what I mean? It's
tarty bag.
Well, I'm not saying you're a tart, but I'm saying it's let me describe it, dear listener. It's sort of like a red PVC type bag, which, would look good as a lady of the night skirt. That's all I'm saying. As a bag, it's
red PVC. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Massive makeup bag.
Oh, jeez, who needs that much makeup?
Trowel it on.
Mylene Class does, apparently. She has a hard life, doesn't she, eh?
An apple?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to love this.
Yeah, we are going through the bags of... What is that?
A tin of herring.
Oh, just stupid. I asked mine in class. She's got tea bags in her bag. I'm going to go through mine later on, dear listener, and you will not be surprised to know that everything in my bag is required. george.sixmusic@bbc.co.uk is the email address. You can text 64046. Man bags, yay or nay, and let us know what's in your bag. Thank you very much. It's the Radioheads. I just don't understand why you'd have herrings in the bag. Why would...
My lunch.
Why? But it's like a proper tin of herrings.
Yeah.
Most people, they get like a sandwich from Marx's or something, or Benji's, and you've got...
It's my Credit Crunch lunch.
But how... is that cheap? I've never had a herring. I've never had a prawn.
Oh, we can try some of my herring if you want.
Oh, come on now. Well, there's a white light flashing. I don't know what that means, but it's a little bit terrifying. The things... George Lamb is away one day, the studio collapses around his ears. He comes back, there is no Six Music available. Man bags. Nay, says Anonymous. The missus has been trying to get me to wear one for years, but I'm having none of it. Pockets do just fine. They don't. Here's where was the one from the guy? Stu and Leeds. Man bag in. I've got 3: diary, book, magazine, pens, bills, door pass, door keys. I'm a commuter in 2009, for crying out loud. You do need them. I'm surprised that there are any men saying no, but there are a few. It's the debate of the day, dear listener. After this, I'm going to Radio 4, and we'll be doing this in PM as well. 64046 is the text number. george.sixmusic@bbc.co.uk. If you're a man or a woman, can you do me a favour? While the news is on, listen to the news. I'm not saying don't, for goodness sakes, that'd be an awful thing to do. But go to your bag. Oh, the news thing isn't up. There it is. Go through your bag and just have a little look and see what's in there. Because I bet there's a load of old tosh in there that you don't need. My bag is completely functional and perfect and does all it desires. george.sixmusic@bbc.co.uk. Oh, and we're going to hopefully speak to someone who is a supporter of the man bags. After this, it's time now for the Six Music News. Well, if I press the right button, it will be. There we go.
On digital radio and online. BBC Six Music.
Blow for steel industry. Sky takes BBC line over Gaza appeal and bookies relief at Murray's defeat.
And in Six Music News, Thurston Moore volunteers for Glastonbury, government's update on illegal file sharing, and Lily Allen speaks about the fear.
Six Music.
BBC News at 11:30. I'm Catherine Cracknell.
Young MC, bust a move. I was feeling a little bit, I'm an old man, but fair play. I was starting to feel a little bit funky there, throwing a few shapes. Bust a Move is a computer game. Is the song? I don't know. Is the song named after the computer game? Is that? Do we know? Does anyone know?
Idea.
Find out, research team. We'll let you know if it's named after the computer game soon. But man bags. Robin, I'm getting mixed response on this. I thought this would be 100%. Robin Simon from Manchester emailed in. Ian, there's only one man who can wear a man bag, Jack Bauer. Well, I must admit, I was at season 4 or 5 when he started wearing a man bag, and he had his bag hung very, very low. And I did lengthen the belt on my bag and have it. And I also had a green canvas bag at the time, same kind as his. And so I wore it quite low to look like Jack Bauer. But it just gets in the way of your legs. Someone texted in, man bags, one simple rule: you're never too tough to carry your stuff. It's as simple as that. Lee, you're with me, aren't you, fella?
I am, sir.
Of course. Have you got one?
I've got one. In fact, I've got it on now.
Oh, he's wearing it.
I'm that proud of it.
He's wearing it now. Describe it to us, Lee, in all its glory.
It's of a fake sort of plasticky wannabe leather look.
Oh, the fake plastic leather look, yes.
Yeah, you can't beat that look. It's got 2 pockets on the front, which are invaluable to me, of course.
Yeah.
And your typical strap, and that's about it, really.
Well, and what's in it, Lee? Come on, we want to know what's in it.
To be honest, it's many things. Books of great importance.
Yeah.
Many of them.
Why are you speaking posh, Lee? Are you a police officer or from the Victorian times or something?
No, far from it. I'm a student.
Oh, good lad. Well done. So you got books in there, yeah?
I've got books, pens, a broken ruler. Don't know what that's doing in there. A collection of spilt mints, which are all spread themselves around the bottom of the bag.
I've got some chewing gum. Oh, I've got a pair of nail scissors. I don't know what they're doing in there.
Nothing sharp I'm carrying at the moment.
I think I'm probably breaking that. I've got 2 tins of Carmex, the lip balm stuff. I've got a scarf. I've got a comic. It's a graphic novel. It's a comic.
I've got normally graphic novels in my bag as well.
I'm reading The Watchmen.
I tried to read that, got 3/4 way through, and I put it down and never picked it back up.
I'm 3/4 of the way through now, and I'm loving it. It's good, The Watchmen.
No, I enjoyed it, but it's just one of those things.
You got a bit scared, did you?
I think that's what it was.
And I've just got reams and reams of useless paper. Just paper with notes on, and I've got notes from when I was filling in for George Lamb last time.
To be honest, I'm the same. I've got notes of all sorts of.
Well, you filled in for George Lamb, have you?
No, not recently. No.
What book? What book have you got in there at the moment, Lee?
I've got an image effects book, which is like a digital drawing magazine.
Did you say an image of sex?
No, I've took that out. On the weekend.
What? Sorry, say that again. The title.
Imagine FX.
Imagine FX. Oh, yeah. Okay, and that means effects. That's okay.
FX, not
no. We've been there. Well done, lovely. Thank you. Well, Lee, listen, it's 1 vote to us. So good work for that, sir.
Keep flying the flag.
I will keep flying. I wish I had a flag to fly. I really do. I might put a flag on my flat. I wonder if anyone would reject. George.6music at bbc.co.uk. Text is 640. Oh, Ellie, sorry, you've got. Oh, how polite. Can I just say to the listener, Ellie's just sat there with her hand up, and I thought, what's she doing? You can just chip in. Don't worry about the hand.
Bust a Move was a 1989 single by Young MC, and Bust a Move, the computer game, was 94. Therefore, I'm surmising that they're not related.
I think Bust a Move, the computer game, was out before. I don't want to.
I shall carry on.
Or maybe I'm thinking of Bubble Trouble. Anyway, keep researching. You've got an hour and 15 minutes to sort it out. We will not let this one go ever. There we go. Here's Block Party. Thank you.
Iain Lee on BBC 6 Music.
Well, I think man bags are coming out a victor here. Everyone seems to be digging. Most people are digging them, apart from Mark says man bags, they're a southern thing. We've got pockets up north. All right, calm down. We've got pockets down here. We're just all having baggy trousers, isn't it? Caleb. How would you say that? C-A-L-E-B. Caleb. Would you say Caleb? Would you say Caleb or Caleb? Caleb. And we're going to go for the Caleb. OK, should be a Y in there then. I use a man bag when the occasion calls for it. It's a US Army surplus gas mask bag. Functional and manly. Grrr, he says. Venlig. Are people making these names? I'm sorry if I'm laughing at your name, but these are all the most wonderful names I've ever heard. Caleb and Venlig. Venlig says, in my bag, 4 bike lights, 2 of them don't work, and 2 rolls of gaffer tape. I might have a clear out today. Oh, I meant to... But my brother-in-law, Ivan, is becoming British today. He's becoming British. And so I'm meant to dedicate the show to him, but I forgot. I'm not quite sure how you become British. He's had to do, like, an exam or something of Britishness. He has to do the thing, you know, like, which cricket team do you support, New Zealand or England? England. Yeah, there was a lot of questions about concrete, yes. What's the best way to... We had a stroppy text from someone because I was dissing the concrete guy. Saying, you might not be interested in concrete, Ian, but some of us are. I was like, oh dear, I've upset someone. So today's show is for Ivan, a new British person. He was New Zealand. Did we used to own New Zealand? No, we didn't, did we? It was Australia we owned. We could have taken New Zealand if we wanted it, but we just didn't bother. Rory, you're just wrong here. No to man bags. If you need a bag, get a rucksack or a briefcase. They're the worst kind of bags possible. I never forget, it wasn't that long ago. There was, driving past a school, and there was a kid, he was probably about 12, 13, and he had a rucksack, but he was wearing it with his both arms in, and some hard kids walked past him and went, "You double strapper." And he was getting bullied for wearing it. I felt so sorry for him. I mean, obviously he didn't look cool, and he should have known. You only do it if you're going to wear a rucksack, it's one arm only. Or the boss, hang on, the boss is next door. He's got a rucksack. He's Canadian, though. They do things funny over there. I've been there once. It's a very strange country. Tom in France says, "Ian, I've got a man bag. It's full of stuff like an iPod, notepad, pens. Although I have a bag, I've started carrying stuff like antiseptic wipes and plasters. I'm either turning into an old lady, or this is the natural progression for the bag carrier." Yeah, once you start doing that... you were talking about the old shopping trolleys that the old ladies used to have. You were saying that they tried to make them trendy again.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
Didn't work, did it?
No.
Was it Next or Topshop or somewhere started doing, like, the shopping trolleys? I used to do a free paper round. Years, and you remember the free paper rounds, like the Slough Mercury or some nonsense name like that. It wasn't called that. I used to get paid. Get this, Ellie. You won't believe this, right? This is how old are you, Ellie? If you don't mind me asking.
25.
25. This is going to blow your mind. I used to deliver once a week in the evenings newspapers, the free newspapers. I got paid half a penny a paper. Half a penny a paper. It makes it sound like I'm from Victorian times, doesn't it? Half a penny a paper. On a good week, if someone else was off sick and I did their round, I could make £6.50. Woo! We used to just dump them in a bush. Used to just dump them all in the bush. That's what they were there for. I don't want rambling on. Mary Ellen says, leaky pens, nappies and crumbs are in her bag. And very quickly, Dan says, in my bag, papers, pen, banana, iPod, a phone charger, an envelope and a laptop. That's a lot of things, isn't it? George.6music@bbc.co.uk, 64046 is the text. We'll throw something else into the mix in a bit, but first of all, let's have one of these, then we'll have a song.
Iain Lee on BBC Six Music.
That's Howl and Play the Hits. I don't know anything about them, apart from the fact I know when I was angry on the tube this morning, that was the only thing that calmed me down, was this beautiful kind of Californian-style rock. They're probably from Bradford or something. If anyone knows, could you let me know? Good news! Good news, stop the music. Good news, dear listener. We still own New Zealand. We still own it. According to Liam, it's the Treaty of Waitangi. Look it up. Nice show, says Liam. She says Primo, Liam. Primo, what's that? It's a Primo. Ellie, I'm looking at you and you're pulling a sad face. Don't be sad. Confused. OK, well, we own New Zealand. I say let's all go over there and reclaim it. Reclaim the property that is surely ours. Talking about bags, Stephen Bolton says they were called satchels in my day. Yeah, no one uses the word satchels anymore. Joe says, surely man bags are only if you've been brainwashed into accepting anything they add man to becoming OK for blokes. Man bags, mascara. Yeah, there was a thing, wasn't there, when they tried to make mascara acceptable for gentlemen. What a load of old... I saw a fella yesterday, actually, in, where was it? I walked past some bloke, and he had a lot of makeup on. Just like, like a bit of rouge, the mascara. I get accused of having mascara, but because I've got long eyelashes. It's not makeup, ladies, it's real. Them's is natural. Something just fell on the floor there, it doesn't matter. OK, well, you can carry on emailing about that. Another thing I want to throw into the mix for the last hour of... now, girls don't tend to be in bands when they're teenagers, are they? Were you in a band, Claire?
Yeah.
You don't... By the way, neither of you have to put your hand up. You're both being very polite. You can just speak. It doesn't matter. It's a shoddy mess anyway. Claire, your band. What was it called?
Oh, dear.
No, of course it's embarrassing. They're meant to be embarrassing. Go on.
Oh, do I have to tell you?
Well, I tell you what, yes, you do. You do. Tell me now.
Let's tease that. Let's at the top of our...
No, look at you. You're going to start feeling... Oh, we're going to do that for the next hour. I'll tell you why, and I've not brought them here, and I will never bring them here. I've been clearing out my mum's house recently, and my bedroom is like it was when I was 15, and there's all this stuff in there. And I found a big folder, a big file of songs that I wrote when I was, like, between the age of 15 and 19. No, I can't. I can barely look at them. I can't even let my girlfriend look at them. She goes, let me look at them. And by rights, I should be able to go, of course you can. It was 20 years ago. But I can't. I looked at some of them last night. Oh, I was miserable. I was a miserable teenager.
I made Kate Nash sound brilliant.
Oh dear. Well, listen. If you were in a band, then I want to know the. I'll tell you the name. I'll tell you mine after in a bit. But if you want to tell us the name of your band between the ages of 15 and 19, if it's after that, I'm not interested because then you kind of get a little bit more intelligence and you're slightly less pretentious. But george.sixmusic@bbc.co.uk 64046. Tell us the name of your band. If you want to read us any lyrics that you did write at the age of 15, then man, please let us know. We'll have that after this. We've just had text of the day in, dear listeners. Ian, I can't quite place your face. Are you the goofy one that I always mistake for Colin Murray? Yes, I probably am. We're asking for you to send in your band names. We'll reveal mine, we'll reveal Claire's, and we'll find out what Ellie got up to because she wasn't in bands. She was a star.
Jazz hands.
George.sixmusic, bbc.co.uk 64046. Your band names and song lyrics. If you between the ages of 15 and 19, if you're brave enough, please do text or email in with those. We'd love to hear those. Oh, it's the police. I quite like these. Sorry, my fingers were all over the place. I was trying to do I was trying to do two things at once, and that was enough to completely blow my mind. I had to apologise. Band names are coming in, and song titles and song lyrics are coming in. We'll get to those in a minute, but first of all, let's finish off this conversation we were having about bags. Dan!
Hello.
Hey, Dan, where are you calling from?
Manchester.
Manchester. Well, it's marvellous to have you. We had a text from someone who's listening to us in China, and he bothered...
China, that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And he bothered to text in. You think, hang on, you're in China. Don't listen to this. Don't listen to this. Go and see the Great Wall or do something. You're going to eat some food or something. Anyway, Dan.
Yes.
Tell us your story.
Well, basically, you get to the normal stage before Christmas where it's like, what do you want for Christmas, Mum?
Yeah.
She wants an old lady's trolley.
Yeah.
There's, I have to go to a shop and buy it, and I feel awful buying it.
Hang on, did she ask for one, or did you ask her if she wanted one?
No, she asked for it.
Oh,
I mean...
And what's she, about 70?
50.
50 years old!
Not retired or anything, she's not decrepit.
Why would... That's like putting your hands up and just admitting it's all over. That's like if I were to go on Celebrity Big Brother, as they keep asking me every year. That's like saying, game over, OK, I'm washed up, let's do it.
She loves it, though. She keeps texting me saying it's brilliant.
Well, I'm sure it is brilliant. I'm sure it is very functional. But the thing is, where do you put it when you go? When you take it around a shop with you? I don't quite know how it works, Dan.
Well, it collapses.
Oh,
but basically, it's too big to collapse even then. So we just have to have it in the room with us.
You have it in the room with you, and do you
just sort of there looming over us.
Do you ever use it yourself, Daniel?
I wish I could, but I don't think she'd let me.
She won't let you use it. Well, listen, sir.
Secret's not really there.
And she just puts her shopping and stuff in it, does she?
Yeah, and she has an allotment. She fills it with vegetables.
Oh, she has, Dan. She has an allotment. My goodness me, Dan. Listen, thank you very much for that. She has an allotment. Do you know what an allotment is, Ellie?
I know what an allotment is. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Because my grandma has one.
Okay, I just thought, just checking this age thing. There must be a generation of people out there who don't know what an allotment is, and it's a weird thing. It's a bit of ground that isn't yours. You sort of rent it, I think, and you go and grow cabbages there.
It's a great idea.
It's a strange idea. I believe it started after the Second World War, or during the Second World War, when rationing was at its peak. I could be wrong, I'm just making it up, actually. I'll stop talking now, shall I? Yes, very good idea.
Six Music. Online right now at bbc.co.uk/sixmusic. Listen again to Bruce Dickinson's Friday Rock Show as Kentucky rockers Blackstone Cherry took over.
The hour belongs to us, so you are under our rule now. This is one of my favourite survival tips of all time. Sunglasses are made for outdoors.
Bruce Dickinson's Friday Rock Show with Blackstone Cherry. Online right now. bbc.co.uk/sixmusic.
We've got the Treaty of Waitangi. We're going to find out just exactly what we can do with New Zealand coming up soon. Thanks, Chris. We're talking about stupid bad names. I suppose they're only stupid if you don't become famous. That's the Electric Prunes, for God's sakes. Do you know, I know there were a lot of drugs in the 60s, but at no point could that ever have been considered a good band. But come on, a good name, the Electric Prunes? Well, come on then. By the way, I've checked the Treaty of Waitangi. We do own New Zealand. I'm going there this weekend. I'm staking my claim. I'm just going to go into someone's house and say, it's mine. Out. Get out. We own it. So, Claire, let's have your band names. You were in several, you've been telling us. Come on.
Okay.
Don't be embarrassed.
Right.
Be a little bit embarrassed, because they're silly.
The first one was Flippin' Melon Farmers.
Flippin' Melon Farmers.
Yeah, as in we watched Repo Man on the BBC late at night one night, and obviously they dubbed over the swear words.
They used to do that, didn't they? And they would always show sweary films at like 5:45 on a Saturday. What's the one with Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin, where Robert De Niro's a bounty hunter, and he has to get Charles Grodin all the way across the country. But he goes, I'm scared of... there's a brilliant bit where he goes, Charles Grodin goes, I can't go on the plane. Why not? I've got fear of flying. He goes, you're going to have fear of my fists in a minute if you don't get on the plane. What was that, Ellie? What's that film called?
Looking it up.
Oh, she's good. She's good. I'm always testing her. She's going, well, I can't... Anyway, OK, so yes.
And then that turned into Aquadog.
Aquadog.
After the drummer's dog, he used to lie on the floor with his legs splayed out.
That's not such a bad name. Do you remember Aqualung? When are they going to release another record? Ellie's got her hand up again, yes.
Midnight Run.
Midnight Run! Oh, I lose 5 points for not knowing that straight away. Claire?
And then there was Radiator.
Yes.
And the best one of all, a side project called COD.
A side project called COD. You were advanced enough to have side projects going on.
Yeah.
The only one I could think of was The Secrets. We were a little bit like... I was into the Monkees and the Beach Boys, so it had to be something. We came up with The Secrets. But I was in another band. I can't remember what we were called. You weren't in a band, though, were you, Ellie?
No.
You were a star.
I was a soloist.
You were doing a bit of singer-songwriter, bit of Suzanne Vega. We're playing some of that in a bit, unless we skip it. Did you write your own material?
Of course not. I just entered Miss AHS.
What's Miss AHS?
It was a talent show.
I
didn't do very
Is that like Miss BHS?
Yeah, it sounds terribly, terribly proper.
Yeah, I didn't win.
You didn't win. Who won? Go on. What act beat you?
Do you know what? I can't remember.
Yeah, where are they now? Probably Russell Brand or someone like that. It's a big star, probably now. Iain, I found something as bad as old lyrics recently, old recordings. I chucked my old recordings away. I couldn't bear to look, couldn't bear it. Couldn't bear to do it, so I just chucked them all away. Me at a band, 14 in a band called Aneurysm. Oh, full of angst, as Chris. Iain, my band was called The Wind, with a Y, after a local side street in Letchworth Garden City. I was the bass player, which meant I didn't write the songs. My friend Dan was the drummer, singer, songwriter. Our greatest hit was Take Me Back, Baby, Take Me Back. Oh, man. I want to hear some of these. That's from Paul. I was in many bands between 15 and 19. Mother's Milk, Thinking Jack, Smash, and my favourite, Dynamics. That's got an X at the end, from Nick in Birmingham. I'm still in a band, but my first band 20 years ago when I was a miserable teenager was a strange prog rock band called Purple Oblivion, says Dave in East Yorkshire. And this is a great name for a band. I'm surprised these guys never made it. My friend Tim was in a band about 100 years ago called Black Slate Transit Band. Louise, that's a... Get those guys back together. We'll get them in the Hub. Can we do that? Am I allowed to book the Black Slate Transit Band in the Hub this week? Some bands pulled out from America. We'll get them. We'll get the Black Slate Transit Band. They're coming in on Wednesday. That's a promise. Sort of. Can't say that anymore, can you? I'm so sorry. We were having a lovely chat there about houses and bands and stuff like that, and I forgot that the record was coming to an end. All that, and the boss is sitting out there. Won't be filling it the rest of the week. I'll get Gary Crowley in. Also, what was disturbing me was this text here. Where's the one about the bands, not the rude one? Oh, yeah. A lot of you had very, very rude band names as well, by the way, like filthy, filthy puns. But Rob has texted in. I was in 3 bands between the ages of 13 and 19. The Dustbins, Armistice, and now this is a good name, The Exceedingly Good Cakes. That's a good name, Rob. Well done, well done. There's a this is good. We tried to get hold of this fella, Jim, but I think Jim has bottled it. Jim in Kendal. This is like a proper rock and roll story, okay? This is what, you know, the kids couldn't do anything like this these days. When I was 16, I was in a band called Aborted Flapjack. Good name. Good name. We got in trouble for playing a cover of a Pop Will Eat Itself song, Inside You, in an assembly. We've been asked to change the lyrics to Beside You. Of course, we didn't. So we lost the use of the drama studio as a rehearsal room. That's rock and roll, man. That's like the Doors. The Doors even compromised when they went on the Ed Sullivan Show. They changed the lyrics to whatever it was, Light My Fire. Aborted Flapjack were having none of it. Iain, at school we had a band called the Carrot Crunchers. None of us had any special musical talent, but every time there was a free house and a party going on, me and the rest would go upstairs and find the dad of the house's wardrobe and dress up in his suits, and then come down the stairs and do bands that played at parties. Do you remember those? Come down the stairs and do a set of Cecilia, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Durham Town by Roger Whittaker, Yellow Submarine, and One-Eyed, One-Horned Flying Purple People Eater by Sheb Woolley. I do know that one. Someone else has emailed in, I can't find it now, but they spent most of his time, this band never played any gigs, they just spent all their time designing the logo. The logo, of course, was the most important thing of any band at any time, designing that. Keep it coming in, George.6... Did I just say keep it coming in? That's a radio phrase. Slap my wrist. George.6music, bbc.co.uk, 64046 is the text number. We want someone to come on and recite some lyrics, please. That's what we're after. Text us in if you've got some lyrics from when you were 15 to 19, no older than that, because then you kind of get a bit aware of that. Well, actually, what you're doing is stupid. You can come on and you can recite them to us. Here's the Prodigy.
It's an old man. BBC Six Music, Iain Lee.
I have been busted by Dave in East Yorkshire, of course. I said that the Doors compromised their integrity and changed their lyrics on the Ed Sullivan Show. They didn't. They screamed their lyrics louder. It was the Rolling Stones who bottled it and said, let's spend some time together. It just goes to show how silly the Rolling Stones are. Time now, though, for the Six Music News.
On digital radio and online. BBC Six Music.
Thousands of jobs go in steel industry. Sky takes BBC line over Gaza appeal, and Sarah Payne gets government job.
And in Six Music News, industry gloom over government piracy stance, Sonic Youth's festival revelation, and Robbie Williams back for good.
Six Music.
BBC News at 12:30. I'm Catherine Cracknell.
We've been sent some lyrics from a doctor. Dr. Ian Weir. Oh, he's not a proper doctor. He's a lecturer in statistics. That's not his medicine. Is proper doctorate. Otherwise, it's just like having a word in front of your name. It's pointless. He's got an. Oh, listen, man. You have an MP3 of this. You have to email this in, and we will play a bit of it this week. George.6music at bbc.co.uk. The chorus. Now, it's a kind of rhymey kind of pop thing. It's about unrequited love, as these things always are at the age of 15. This is his band, the Psycho Willies. But the chorus has an unusual... Come on now, steady. Has an unusual twist at the end where you may think, oh, I see what you're trying to say, but you've said it in a way that's very, very wrong. The chorus. All she had to do was give me a sign. Then I was hers and she was mine. Her and me, we were made for each other, just like a sister and brother. Now, that's wrong. This is wrong, isn't it? That's just wrong. And at 15, that seems really clever, because it's like, oh, yeah, really intimate, and brother and sister, but that's just wrong, Doctor. Ian Weir, send that in, my friend. If you can send it on the email, we'll try. I'm here all week filling in for George. Collective sigh around the country, and from the 5th, whoever they are. But don't worry, we will try and play a little bit of that if we can. So a couple of band names, and then... Oh, it's Morrissey next, lovely. My husband's band is called Dying Inside. They were nearly going to be called Creamy Rose Peter. Have I said something rude there? Is that a rude phrase that someone slipped past me? Ian, when I was 14, I wrote the magnificent lyrics, reach out and touch the moving truck. I can still hear the chorus 20 years later. Ian, my pretentious, angst-ridden, self-doubting band name and lyrics, we were Rented Destinies, and my favourite lyric, which I'm still proud of now, is, I can't talk to you anymore as your words cut me to the bone, even when you're on the phone. It's bad, isn't it? It's bad. I'm glad I didn't bring mine in. They would have been awful. This guy never does bad lyrics. Sometimes he does, actually. Franz Ferdinand and your new album Tonight, which is apparently out today. Is that their third one? I thought they'd done more than that. But why would the information fact sheet lie to me? It wouldn't. Who have we got on the phone? It's Harvey. Hello, Harvey.
Hello there, Ian.
How's it going, man? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad. Just painting some Louvre doors. How you do?
You're doing some what?
Painting some Louvre doors.
Oh, you're painting... Oh, OK. Remind me what Louvre doors are. They're the ones that kind of...
They're really, really annoying and difficult to paint. They're the ones that...
Oh, they got the flaps on, the wooden flaps?
That's right.
Yes.
Famously referred to as Louvre doors in an episode of Only Fools and Horses.
Well,
if you remember.
Didn't see that one. Can I ask you, Harvey, how old are you now?
44.
So you're nearly 50. How?
Yeah, right.
Listen, my next big birthday's 40. What the hell am I going to do then?
Right.
This band you were in when you were 19, what were they called?
Glee Club.
The Glee Club's not a bad... There was a very famous comedy venue in Edinburgh, I think it was, called the Glee Club.
Yeah, there was, yeah. Well, I think I saw it. I saw the name in a newspaper. It was talking about some politicians who were all having some politicians meeting. It referred to it as a glee club of politicians, which I thought. So you thought
a little bit of politics there, bit of satire. We'll have that.
Yeah.
Well, and what was your band's biggest hit?
Well, we didn't really have any big hits.
Right.
We had a song called Burgundy Bruisers.
Burgundy Boozers.
Yeah, and we had one called Serious Fishing.
Oh man, I would buy that. Can you remember any lyrics?
Well, the Serious Fishing.
Harvey, can you remember any lyrics that haven't got swear words in? Because when we're 19, we all like to pepper the songs with the foul language, don't we?
Yeah. Well, I to be honest, I didn't have any songs with swear. I did have a song. Well, no, I can't possibly tell you that title.
Well, in that case, even if you're censoring yourself, Harvey, well done, thank you.
Yeah.
Any lyrics you could recite to us?
But we did have a song called Dog Breath.
I don't know if I want to hear this one. Do I want to hear this?
Well, I have to say that I can only remember the first two lines of the chorus.
Go on.
But the first two lines were, do you want me to sing it?
I want it sung, my friend. I want it sung.
Yeah. Well, it was... If you can imagine such a musical genre as wobbly blues.
Yes, sadly I can, yes.
Yeah, the guitarist had a great riff and he used to play kind of a wobbly guitar.
Yeah.
So it was sort of blues and it was slow and then the chorus went fast. A bit like, I don't know if you remember a song called By the Wayne County and Electric Chair.
No, I don't, because I'm not nearly 50. Just sing the song, Harvey, come on!
Well, yeah, the opening lines were... Oh, baby, you're so good-looking, but you smell like yesterday's cookie.
There we go, that's Harvey. Why did Glee Club never make it?
Iain Lee on BBC Six Music.
Another planet.
Iain Lee on BBC Six Music.
Didn't mean to press that, meant to press this, but doesn't make much difference really. That was from 1978, 5th of April, fact fans. I like that song, it's a good song, that. It's, oh, yes, I was going to do this. What's coming up on the rest of the day here on Six Music? Coming up next, it's Nimone, and she's chatting to the director behind her video of the week, which is of Montreal's new single. They're a band, are they? Are they good? I don't know. It's a good name. 4 o'clock, Steve Lamack celebrates Australia Day. Well, who'd have thunk it? Robbie Burns yesterday. Is it Australia Day today? I don't believe that. Is Lamack...
It's the Chinese New Year.
Yes, it's the... Well... It's everything is happening today and yesterday. Ellie's looking it up. I suspect Lamack is having a prank here. I think he's trying to... It can't be Australia Day, can it? It could be. If he is, I don't want to get into a fight with him, but... tomorrow, though, on Sean Keaveney... Someone sent in a text about Sean Keaveney. I'm going to read it out. Why can't Sean Keaveney present later in the day? Because he's very funny and I'm very lazy. Well, you can... Listen, yeah, Ellie, is it Australia Day?
Yeah.
It is Australia Day. Steve Lamack, I've never met you. I'm sorry for calling you a liar. I'm sorry. I take that back. You are a legend of radio. On Sean's show tomorrow, he's got Paul McKenna, the hypnotist fella. My first ever job in TV was writing for Paul McKenna. Spooky. He can bend your mind. He can't. He can hypnotise you. I used to do it. That's another thing I found. Videos of me hypnotising people when I was at college. Very, very strange. Very strange. Let's wrap this up, shall we? Then we can let Nimone come in and do her thing, for goodness sakes. Iain, here's some other names that didn't make it. Grandma's Garden, Plastic Tractor, and Heavy Stuff, says Paul. Now look, and Martin's just sent in the maddest text ever. It's either one long band name or he's forgotten to use commas, which makes it impossible. Pick the locks, climb the walls, break down barriers, show them all your heart of stone, your heart of gold. Oh, they may be lyrics, actually. Though friends are failing you, the house is cold. Impossibilities you once named, dreams they wouldn't understand. Man, when we were young, didn't we write some absolute tosh? OK, I'm back tomorrow, filling in for George. I've got no idea what's happening on the show. You'll just have to tune in and listen. The mode's coming up next. Thank you very much for taking part. Ta-ta.